And then I'll do the same with this braid here. Alright, that braid's a little thick. So now some people might sew the braids down. Latch hooking it down is fine enough. Usually I catch the latch hook ends of the braids in with the new hair. So, alright, so I'm going to do an ombre. Usually I like the burgundy, but I don't think the burgundy, since it's a mix of like the burgundy and 4, that it'll go well with this 30. So I'm just going to do 30 on top, and it's just going to be an ombre. I think I intended to go get more hair, because this was kind of all they had, and I just never went back. But what else? So I'm going to start in the back of my head with this 4 Jumpy wine coral, and create my little ombre. So I only need like a few rows. Alright, so actually this is the new pack. I have a partial pack here that I want to start with. So no hair goes to waste. No hair goes to waste. Alright. So I kind of think I used this hair already. Maybe I did, maybe I didn't. I don't know. Alright, so the way the curls are in here, way too thick. So, what I did previously was split the hair in half. Yeah, this looks like old hair that was already split in half. I think that's what I did prior. No, this doesn't really look split. I think that's the whole hair. Nope, it doesn't. It's not split. Okay. Alright, so usually what I would do is split the hair in half, because what happens, it doesn't look too bad, but what happens once it's in your hair, these curls tend to coil back up the way they were manufactured, right? So this hair looks like it was already split. So I don't know. So this already looks like split hair. I want to try splitting it again. Now, I have this braiding custard. Now, this is it's very similar to braiding hair. It's this is braiding hair. I forget what kind of hair that typically is, but oh, right, back hurts a little bit. I dropped this hair on the floor. All right, so what I found is that this braiding custard kind of keeps it from being tangly, because this hair likes to tangle easily. So what I want to do is take some braiding custard, put on the hair before I split it, in the hopes that it will not tangle during the split process, right? So, and also it'll give it a little bit of shine. Okay, and this is a Dark and Lovely All Natural. So this is the only product plug, not sponsored. Okay. All right, so I have this here. And this hair can be very messy. It tangles easily. And I actually want to split it again. So this, I think, I feel like it was already split, but I don't think so. So this is me splitting it into twos. And it should be a lot easier to work with the custard. So because I don't want it, this hair frizzes easy as well, so I don't think I want to split it anymore. So I think a part of me wanted to do maybe instead of halves, thirds. But I don't know that I can do thirds with this hair. I think I just have to do halves. So we'll just do halves. I've done that before. I know how it turns out. I don't want to, you know, I don't have the time to muck around because it is 2:09. 2:09. Alright. So I'm going to start back here. And because this is like the back of my hair, I want to base it now. Because this is like the end, I'm putting the knot up. So if ever I want to pull it up, see the knot. And then you want to space it because if you put them too close together, then you'll need a lot more hair, and it will be incredibly full. And that's a whole other problem. So that's something I learned. Space the hair up. Alright, so that actually went really well because this hair is super messy when you split it. And it's yucky. Well, not yucky. I think it's Canicoline. That's the name of this type of hair. It's Canicoline. And it's very natty. So I don't know if you guys remember me with the long purple braids. That was Canicoline. And trying to separate that hair was a nightmare. So, but I used the braiding. I was trying to put some shine on it, is what I was initially trying to do. But I found that using the braiding custard actually made the hair a lot more manageable as well. So not only did I get the shine, but I got manageable hair. Now, when you do your second row, you actually want to fill in the space that you created with the first row, so it kind of falls in line. So, I'll start here. Now this is a thick braid. I don't have to come across the whole braid. I can go in through the middle. Middle there. The braid is thick. Come out. Another hair there. Okay. So I'm going to create space in this row, but the spaces will be alternating. So this row has a space, so we're filling in that space. That way you use less hair and it's not as full, because this hair is very full. It's light, but it's full, so I don't know if you saw, I had another hair. It looked like I had a lion mane. I had so much hair in my head. So, I often struggle with that. The way these knots go in, if the hair is ever pulled, it won't pull out. It'll just tighten up. So you can yank the hair to tighten up. Catch this in the middle. Starts to get a little frizzy, so the braid custard kind of helps tame that frizz, so that works out. So this is the ombre look. So I don't want to go too high up with the dark. I got plenty of hair here, so I can be generous. This is 3 double packs, so it's more than enough hair. And double knotting these because it does sort of come loose, this hair. I think I'm going to start triple knotting. See, it's already getting full and I'm only on the 2nd row, so it does end up, sorry there, ran out of space. So to save time, while I was making space on the camera, I finished up the black and got started on the number 30, which is the auburn. So here's what I'm doing. So you saw when I was doing the black that I attached it to the bottom of the braid, right? So now that I'm doing this, I'm attaching it to the top of the braid. And why is because it's an ombre look, so I actually want the black to show, so I want that to hang down just a little bit more than the auburn here. So that helps me in that endeavor. And so now I'm just making my headway here. So I'm on the 3rd row. I'm on the 3rd row of the horizontal braids in the back of my head. And so there's not going to be a lot of hair, you know, here, right? So basically I've got 2 rows of black back here, and then I'm gonna have roughly 3 rows of the number 30. The black is the number 4. If you're into hair, you know what that means. The numbers are the same no matter what kind of hair you get. The numbers indicate the color. So let's see. To split this. Doesn't exactly have to be half, but I try to get it as close to half as I can. I am making a lot of progress here and moseying on. It is 3:03. So roughly I have another hour to get it together. To get this together, and then I need to mosey on out of here. Space. And I am now triple knotting. Not double knotting, I am triple knotting. So, because this hair is a little slippery, it doesn't have like a lock on it, because it's free hair, right? Which is why I can split it the whole way I have. So This hair slides out relatively easily, so I am having to triple knot it to secure it to the braid so that it doesn't slide out so much. All right. A phone call. Walgreens is harassing me about prescriptions. But I'm back. All right. So you can see I'm essentially making my way across, and then soon I'll work on the front. So usually folks will tell you to work on like your edges in case you run out of hair, but I got a whole nother pack of this hair and I'm only halfway through the first pack. So that's the benefit of splitting as well as spacing, because as you can see, it looks very full. It's light, it's not heavy, but it is very full already, and I really haven't used that much hair. So I said I could get away with this style with just 3 packs. Not even 3 packs, because I didn't even use half of the number 4. So I know I had some left over, but even if I didn't use what was left over in the other pack, I didn't even use half. So all right, so I'm at this top braid here. Now keep in mind, this has my front braids mixed in, and I am still using the top of the braid and creating spacing in here. Now still use the spacing. Once I do the front, I will look for any gaps and fill those in. But for now, I'm trying to keep the amount of hair that I use to a minimum, because this is just the back with all this fullness. I still need to get to the front and cover all these bases. So without putting too much hair. I have a habit of putting more hair in the front half of my head than the back half of my head. So it's a lesson I keep trying to learn. It's looking good. I like it. I like it. Hopefully you like it. So I've decided in the front, I will split the hair into 3s instead of halves to keep the volume low. to mix it nicely. It keeps me from having a super amount of hair around my face so that I don't look like a lion, a male one. So that's what I'm gonna do. Use thirds. So this is the third instead of a half. And I'm using wide spacing in the front because my part braids will be tight, so I can afford more spacing up front. All right, it's 3:38, and I've got 20 minutes to get through all this, or I'm gonna be late for this movie or looking crazy there. So I'm gonna try not to do that, not to look crazy. So let me do what I do and get through here, get through it. So I got a few minutes left, and now I need to do my part. Now, what's special about the part braids is the way the crochet goes in. And so we want kind of an invisible knot. So instead of pulling both ends through the hoop, when we crochet, we only want to pull one end through. Okay, so we'll put it here. Here, instead of pulling both through, pull one end through. So that's essentially the technique. I don't have a whole lot of time. So I'm just gonna finish this up. This is the last in that pack. So you can see I used half a pack of black and one and a little bit pack of the Sawburn. So, and because I'm actually going to split these into fours, since I have to put them in tighter. Okay, all right. So not much talking because now I'm rushing. Okay, so right now it's not as tight as I'd like it, but it's enough for me to go out in public. So it's about 4:15. I need to wash my hands, brush my teeth, throw some clothes on and run out the door. So I already purchased my ticket, but I haven't eaten. I actually want to get something at the theater, so I need to show up in a good amount of time. Alright, so we'll put these last 2 pieces in, and we'll be good to go for the movies. And I'll have to come back and finish it off. As you can see, and the knot is now on the side, so it looks almost like it's growing out of my hair. That's the point in the method. So I got this one more piece that I put in this here, and then I'll be gone. Now, because this is not real hair, I can cut it. You know, if it's too long and too heavy up here, I can always cut this down, and I probably will, but I don't have time to do that right now. So just watch it metamorphose throughout the videos that I post. Still kind of looks a little like a lion man. Like I said, it is big hair. I'm not really a fan of big hair, but I do like this look. I'm not really a fan of big hair, but I do like this look. So, I needed some scissors because this is too long in my face. This is too full on the side, so I kind of want to cut into that. So you see I have my ombre. And right, nice and full. Diva style. And alright, so I just got to figure out how to live with this for the next few hours. and drive and be able to see, and that'll be it. Alright, ladies, I will see y'all later.